Hey guys, it's Andrea, and welcome back to day 2 of my road trip vlog. We're gonna jump right back where we left off, which is this cute motel we found last time, and they had this cute western theme that definitely carried throughout the rest of our day. So we grabbed our backpacks and headed off. You're not in it.
I'll give you a better shot.
No, I'm going through the back window. Of course, I had to pick on Sam a little. Don't worry, you're still not in it. I continue to fiddle around with my camera and fail at adjusting my exposure settings correctly, as Sam drives us to Page, Arizona to find some breakfast. He recommended we stop by Best Buy while we were there, so I can pick up a polarized lens for my camera. It'll act as kind of sunglasses for it, and I could get some better shots. Unfortunately, my wallet was already scarily barren, and we still had days before we would reach Boston. So, spending hundreds of dollars on a lens was kinda out of the question. However, after editing all of this footage, a part of me is kinda kicking my ass for not agreeing to go halvesies with Sam and paying him back later. But I truly didn't have the means, so honestly, this footage is perfect as is. As a former gifted and talented student and child to a long line of Latinas, I am definitely a little bit of a perfectionist. Okay, a lot of it. But I am being kinder to myself as I embark on this learning process. I give myself grace instead of punishing myself for not having the same quality content as some other seasoned professionals. It's all a part of the process, and I'm definitely learning to find patience with myself, and especially since I have improved so much already. I mean, look, I even got the welcome sign this time.
Welcome to Arizona.
We crossed into Arizona and entered Glen Canyon National Park, which was going to be our first stop after food. I'll talk more about the history of the park and the area a little later in the video, but the reason we chose this park was because you can drive through the whole thing and still step out and kind of explore. We wanted more of a flexible schedule and simply did not have the budget nor the time or gear to go on a guided hike of the Vermilion Cliffs. Besides, I was hoping to make another stop later. Do we have to go over the bridge? Yes.
Damn!
Just that one?
Couldn't get any better than that.
Of course, it wouldn't be an Andrea and Sam video without some bad dad jokes. Laugh. Our jokes are funny, okay? Also, just a little disclaimer, my voice might sound a little weird in this video, because I do actively have a sinus infection and have had one for a couple days, so you're welcome for being such a trooper and getting you this video out in time, because I'm not going to apologize for my sick voice. Anyways, since of course nothing can go my way, the view from the bridge wasn't actually as great as I thought it was going to be, which is so unfortunate because it looks so cool, but there's this giant railing in the way, so in the video it doesn't look super great. But once we got off of the bridge, you could actually appreciate the canyon that we were crossing, and I can definitely see why Arizona is known as the Canyon State. We eventually pull into this restaurant's drive-thru and get some burritos to go, but since I was so focused on food, I didn't actually get a shot of the restaurant, so here's a quick glance of that. Post burritos, I was trying to figure out what we were going to do after driving through the Glen Canyon Vermilion Cliffs area. Do you think we have enough time to go back around through Zion?
Today?
Yeah, during the daytime hours.
What, it's an hour or
Turn left
2 hours
on US
away?
89 South.
Well, driving through the Vermilion Cliff area is like heading back towards that anyways. Tuba City! Yeah, I don't know what it is, but it made me laugh. Unfortunately, we didn't get to explore the wonders of Tuba City, but we did make it to the entrance of the park, and it was just stunning. You know, I'd always liked sad cowboy music and the sad cowboy aesthetic, but after seeing the clips, I understood what it meant to be a sad cowboy. Although I don't know what the gender-neutral version of cowboy would even be. Cow-they? Cow-person? Cow-affiliate? That's so bad, and definitely not. But my inner Texan really did feel at home. Seeing the vast plain ahead of me, with these gorgeous cliffs at either side of me, kinda just made me want to get on a horse and just race down the road as fast as possible. Fuck, I really am a country kid at heart. And speaking of horses, I thought I saw cows in the distance, but I actually saw wild horses, which was so cool. This is so bumpy! We agreed that it was a must to find a spot to pull over so that we could get some shots of the horses, and it was definitely worth it because, well, I'll let you take a look for yourself. It was like a scene from a movie, and I honestly don't have words for how magical of an experience it was. I don't know, I didn't look at it. It was at least $3 signs. Of course, we had to stop at this dope bridge since our first bridge was a bust. Also, it's illegal to jump from the bridge, so just don't jump off the bridge, because you'll get arrested. We love laws that make sense. But anyway, it's time for a little history lesson. So this is the historic Navajo Bridge. All of the following information I got from the National Park Service website, and I'll be including a link in the description to that. So, in the 1870s, pioneers were expanding their territory into northern Arizona. Nearly 600 miles of the deep canyons along the Colorado River that you see here blocked their way. So for a while, there was no direct route between Utah and Arizona. So people traveled 800 miles around the canyon. The bridge opened on January 12, 1929 as the Grand Canyon Bridge. And a little fun fact is the bridge opened during the Prohibition era, so they christened it with a bottle of ginger ale. So as a ginger ale lover, that fact just absolutely warms my heart. In 1934, the bridge was later renamed the Navajo Bridge, mainly because the bridge, 1, didn't actually cross the Grand Canyon, and 2, the Navajo Nation provided a large amount of funds for the creation of the bridge. We're here.
Head southwest on US 89A North.
Bum, 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 bum.
Continue on US 89A North for 69 miles.
What happened to my Lord Huron? Back. Yeah, I don't know if you guys could tell, but we were very excited to finally get to the main part of the Marble Canyon. And instead of trying to find words and metaphors to describe the beauty you can obviously see for yourself, I'm going to quickly delve into a little bit of the history of the area. And of course, I will provide links to all of my sources in the description below. So while we were driving, I couldn't help but feel like I was playing the Oregon Trail, and sure enough, I looked it up and the very road we were on was actually used by the pioneers in the 19th century. However, before this was used by the American pioneers, it was home to the Navajo, And during this westward expansion, the Navajo people were forcibly removed from their lands in the infamous Long Walk to Fort Sumter, where hundreds died or were lost. Presently, the Navajo Nation is strong and thriving, with a population of over 250,000. And I'm only scratching the surface of this area's long and complicated history. And in order to give voices to those in the Navajo Nation, I will provide links to different social media profiles in the description, so that they can share their story directly and have their proper space to shine. So please make sure to check out the creators I have linked down below. So I'm going to switch gears because we saw this absolutely massive boulder and had to go touch it. And by we had to touch it, I mean me, because my 5'4", probably autistic ass had to touch the big rock. Otherwise, I definitely would have thrown a hissy fit. I mean, come on, look at it. It's huge. I had to go touch it. I like rocks. I do indeed like rocks, and I actually have a whole section of my room dedicated to different crystals, rocks, and seashells that I've either been gifted or have collected over the years. And I did end up taking back some rocks that I found in what looked like a dried up creek bed, kind of near where the horses were. And I gifted some and kept like 2, and they're this gorgeous red color and have the same sediment layers that you can see here on these cliffs. But I've been yapping for way too much in this video, so I'll let you guys enjoy the view for a little bit. I love the void that's just above those cliffs. No, just like the blue expanse of nothingness. Here you can see us entering the Kaibab forest, which is a little hint to where we're headed for sunset. Unfortunately, we did not have time to revisit Zion and get some footage in the daytime, but I do get to cross off another national park that I had always wanted to see. And I'm gonna let you guys guess where we're headed because I don't have a transition into this next bit, and I wanted to keep it in the video because I thought it was funny. I wonder how much of this is not going to be usable because it's just so fucking bumpy.
Stabilize it most.
Actually?
Yeah, just shoot wider than you would normally.
Surprising enough, despite all of the bouncing and bumping around, most, if not all of the footage I shot has been used in these vlogs. And I didn't end up stabilizing the footage in post either because I kind of liked the movement, and definitely not because I forgot. Also, I don't know if anyone did try to guess where we were going, but we went to the Grand Canyon. I hate the cold. Holy shit. I just love the sound of children screaming. Once my asthmatic ass was able to catch my breath, I was able to take in the breathtaking views. And yes, I am proud of that pun. If I have to record sick, then the puns get to stay. I was also fortunate enough to catch this not at all awkward interaction behind me, so enjoy the shared secondhand embarrassment with me.
What language are you speaking?
German.
German. That's very cool. You're really good at it.
Well, you know, it's native, so.
And if that wasn't awkward enough, here's me almost falling off of the Grand Canyon. Oh. I'm so good. I fell in slow motion. Oh. See, Sam, this is why I'm scared of the ice. That's why I'm not gonna go any closer with my life. Oh my god. That's so embarrassing. But I did gather up the courage to get closer to the edge and give you guys this absolutely stunning shot. Although I will say, Sam was holding my hand because I was shaking so bad. I can just zoom in so ridiculously close. We then headed out because there was no light and I was freezing my ass off. And that's what I get for not packing any warm clothes. Although to be fair, I did actually have a winter jacket that I had brought from Boston, but my mom hung it in a closet I wasn't using and I kind of forgot it. So I guess it's still kind of my fault that I'm cold. But anyways, it was like an hour-and-a-half drive back to the motel, and I wasn't gonna re-record everything you just saw in the dark. So I'm gonna end day 2 here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe, and I will literally love you forever. Also make sure to hit that bell notification so you get notified every single time I post. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye. That doesn't get any less weird the more I do it.